Hello everyone, welcome to your workout with Roxanne. Today we have got a fun Pilates workout, and this workout has been designed for runners, walkers, cyclists, those kind of activities. We're going to strengthen those hips, the core, the feet, the ankles. We are going to be working on the whole body today. So in this session, you are just going to need a sock or a piece of material that's quite light that you can pick up with your feet. So that's going to be a fun little exercise we're going to be doing today as well. As always in Pilates, we want to think about breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth during the exercises. So guys, once you have got your sock, a little bit of space to perform the exercises, let's do this. So we're going to start by bringing the sock in front of you. And then we're going to ground through the feet, spread the toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then exhaling out. And then we're going to shift all of our weight to the left foot. And then hover the right foot off the sock. And then you're going to spread those toes out nice and wide. And then you're going to grab the sock with those toes. And we're going to drive the knee up. And then we're going to drop the sock. We're going to pick it up. Squeeze those toes, drive the knee up and drop. And then we're going to repeat this 10 times. Inhale to lower, exhale to grip and lift. That's 5. Hands can go wherever feels comfortable, by your side or on your hips. Grip, drive. That's 8. 9. And 10, dropping that sock, let's bring our feet together, shift your weight to the other foot now. Left foot is hovered, make sure we're spreading those toes out nice and wide. Grip the sock, crunch it as tight as you can, drive the knee up. Ooh. It doesn't really matter where you grab of the sock. Good job, guys. And you want to be able to feel those feet muscles, toes, working as we pick that sock up. We're going to do 2 more. Good job, guys. We are done with that sock now. That was just one fun little exercise. So I'm just going to place it off to the side. And then we're going to spread those toes, feet hip distance apart. And then what I want you to do is I want you to lift up your big toe, then the next toe, the next toe, the next toe, and make like a little wave with your feet. And then we're going to place the little toe down, next, 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 and then the big toe. So we're going to make a wave up, lifting all the toes, and then a wave back down. And try and lift your toes up individually, and then place them all the way back down as best you can. Now you might get cramp or it might feel a little bit funny, but that's okay, shake it off. And then we'll do it again. We'll do one more, lifting all the toes, lowering them all back down, and then wiggle those toes, let them settle back into place. Breathe in. As you exhale, we're going to lift up onto our tippy toes in a calf raise. And then we're going to place our heels back down. Exhale, we lift as high as you can. And lower. Good job. You've got 3 more. And 2. Final one, we're going to hold here. Nice and high, as high as you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Resting all the way down. Let's take a nice big inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Take a big stretch, eyes up. And then we're going to tuck our chin and we're going to go all the way down, rolling down. Vertebra by vertebra. Until our hands come towards the floor. Then we're going to interlace. We're going to grab hold of our elbows and then gently rock from side to side. Relax your head, relax your neck. Releasing the hands, bone by bone, we lift. And we'll do this one more time. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, we roll. Hands come towards the floor. Let's walk our hands out. And then we're going to come onto our knees in our 4-point kneel. Make sure we've got a nice straight spine. Untuck those toes. We're going to arch the back, eyes to the sky. Then we're going to round, eyes look through the knees. Inhale. We're going to just go through a few rounds of cat-cow. Exhale. Now we want to find a neutral spine, which is halfway between cat and cow in 3, 2, and 1. Find that neutral spine. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg. Back down, we swap sides. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. We'll do 2 more on each side. Really squeezing the glute to lift your leg. And keeping those ribs tucked in, we're not arching the back. Last one. From here, keep that neutral spine. We're going to take the left hand and we're going to reach it up to the sky. And then we're going to thread our hands through. Lowering that shoulder down towards the ground, eyes up towards the sky. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, we reach through. One more time. Breathe in and out. Back to neutral, swapping sides. We lift up. Exhale, reaching through. Shoulder is on the ground, looking up to the sky. Big inhale. And exhale. The last one. Back to center. From here, we're going to step out into our plank position. Hands under shoulders, one straight line with our body, lifting up and out the shoulder blades. Let's pike the hips up to the sky, sink the heels down to the ground. And let's go back to our plank position. Lifting up to our down dog, and then rolling the spine forwards to plank. Breathe in, sink those heels as much as you can. Exhale. 3 more. Two. Last one. Next, we're going to bend the knees, shift the hips back, shoot forwards into our plank. Left leg goes outside the left hand. We reach up to the sky, place it back down. Shift the hips back, plank. This time our right hand goes on the outside of the right foot goes on the right side of the right hand. Lift that right hand up, stack the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more on each side. Last one. 1 more on the right. Step it back to our plank position. Lower the knees. Let's sit back in our child's pose. Take a sway from left to right. your armpit lowering down towards the mat on each side. And from here, we're going to roll up. Sitting up tall, we're going to come into our standing position. Feet hip distance apart. Arms raised up to the sky. We're going to step back with our right leg into our lunge position. Sweep the hands down. Sweep the hands back up. We lift, swap sides. Lunging back, hands sweep down. Hands sweep up. Next time, we lower down into our lunge position. We're going to hold here. We're just going to do the arm movement. So inhale up, exhale down. We've got 3, 2, last one. Holding here, hands to hips. We're going to take some tiny pulses up and down. Breathing naturally. We've got 3, 2, last one, hold here. We're going to lift that left heel, lower back down. Lift and lower. Trying to keep your body as still as possible. All the movement is coming from that heel. For 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Stepping those feet together, lift those hands up. Stepping that left foot back. Holding that static lunge, just those arms. Breathe in and out. For 3. Pulses in 2. Last one. Pulsing up and down. Holding in a static lunge in 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We lift the heel, lower down. We lift and lower. Breathing. Exhale to lift. We've got 3, 2, last one. Well done. Stepping together. Take a big inhale up. And then exhaling down. One more, inhale. And then exhale. From here, hands go on hips. We're going to lift that left knee. And then we're going to shoot the left leg behind us. And we're going to come into our arabesque. We want to make sure there's one nice straight line. Head, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankle. And then from here, we're going to drive that knee back up. Inhale, we lengthen out. Exhale, drive. So you want to keep that chest nice and proud. Slight bend in that supporting knee. Flexing the foot. Think about driving the heel backwards. Squeezing that booty. Abs are on, ribs tucked in. Three more. Really think about squeezing that left glute. Final one, inhale. And exhale, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Swapping sides, shifting that weight to that left foot, slight bend in the left knee. Drive that right knee up. Take a nice big inhale. We shoot that right leg back. Making sure there's that straight line. Using that glute to lift that leg. Exhale, drive the knee. Breathe in to lengthen. Chest is proud, shoulders are in the sockets. Think about that hinge movement. Feeling a nice stretch down the back of the hamstring. You've got 3 more. Two more. You got this, guys. Last one, we hold that knee drive in. We hold it up as high as we can for 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Let's come into our seated position. And we're going to roll all the way down. Relaxing that head, arms down by your sides. Spine is neutral, making sure we're not flaring the ribs. Feet hip distance apart. Now I want you to slightly press your knees out so they're in line with your feet. From here, we're going to drive from the heels. We're going to lift those hips up in our glute bridge. And then we're going to lower back down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. We want to make sure that that spine is straight. And then we've got those ribs tucked in, so we're not arching like this, flaring the ribs out. We want to make sure that they're knitting together. We're drawing up through the abs. And then we're squeezing those glutes. Tapping down, exhale to drive. Breathing in and out. Good job, we've got 2 more. Last one, holding here. Let's inch those feet together, so heel toe them together, hip distance apart. We're going to shift all the way to the left, and then we're going to drive that right knee in, keeping a 90-degree angle. Place that foot back down where you found it, and then we're going to drive that left knee in. So keeping the hips lifted the whole time, we're going to alternate knee drives. For more of a challenge, we can take those hands up to the sky. That's just going to carry a little bit more instability, making your lower body work that little bit harder. Good job. Keep lifting those hips. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, last one, holding here. Give me some tiny pulses up and up. So you're going to relax the glutes, squeeze the glutes, relax, squeeze. You've got this. Keep going, keep squeezing for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, holding here. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way down. Hands come back down to your side. Spine is neutral. Then from here, we're going to press the back towards the mat, completely flattening your spine down. Think about pressing your belly button down towards the spine. Knit those ribs. Then you want to think about zipping up through the abs from your pelvic floor all the way up. Inhale, you're going to release. Spine is neutral. Exhale, it's called imprinted spine. We press the back down. Inhale, neutral. Exhale. So it's sort of a rocking of the hips. You're rocking them up, but we're not lifting the hips off the ground. We're keeping them firmly placed on the ground. And then back to that neutral spine. Inhale, exhale. Keeping that movement, I want you to come onto your tippy toes, lifting the heels. Next time you imprint, I want you to keep rolling up, lift those hips high into your glute bridge. Heels stay lifted, and then we're going to roll all the way down. Back to that neutral spine. Exhale, we curl vertebra by vertebra up, and then bone by bone down. Rolling up, rolling down. Keeping those heels lifted. For more of that challenge, you can place those hands up. Good job, guys. 2 more. Last one. Holding here, we lower the heels down, we lift. Tap the heels and lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift up. Keep squeezing those glutes, holding that glute bridge. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rolling all the way down. Let's give those knees a little bit of a hug. Taking a rock backwards and forwards or side to side. Whatever feels good. Taking hold of the knees, taking some circles, massaging that lower back and those glutes. And then we're going to place those feet back down. From here, we're going to reach the hands up to the sky. Spine is neutral. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift up, ab curl. Sweep your hands either side of your left leg. One's on the outside, one's on the inside. Think about drawing your ribs to your hips to lift those shoulders. Inhale back down. Exhale, swapping sides. Breathe in. Exhale, reach forwards. Great job. So you can stay here with your feet down on the floor, or for more of a challenge, let's lift those feet up to tabletop position, continuing the same movement. Really think about using those abs to lift up. If at any point this is too much for your neck or your head, you can place your hands behind your head just for a little bit of support and focus on elbow to knee. Whatever works for you guys. To add a little bit more spice, we're going to extend that opposite leg out straight. And if your feet are on the floor, you can extend your leg like this, sliding it along the ground. Whatever variation works for you guys, this is your workout. You're doing amazing. Next time we lift up, we're going to hold. Holding here, leg is straight. We're going to sweep that leg up, sweep it down. Sweep up and down. Keep reaching forwards, reaching those hands. You've got 3. Swapping sides in 2. Last one. Knee comes in, we lift. Leg extends out straight, hold the ab curl, sweep that leg up, sweep it down. Really think about reaching forwards with those hands. You've got this. For 3, 2, last one. Knee comes in, we lower down. We're going to sweep both your hands at the side of the thighs now. From here, extend both legs out, bring them in. You've got this. 3 more. 2. Last one. Well done, guys. Hug those knees in, relax that head back down. Taking a nice circles with the knees. And then from here, hands come out wide, palms facing up to the sky, shoulder height. We're going to bring those legs into tabletop position. Let's squeeze those knees together, squeeze those heels together. From here, we're going to lower the knees down to the left, keeping your shoulders in contact with the ground. And then we're going to come back to center, over to the other side. So you want to focus on your abs, lifting those knees back up to the middle. We breathe in as we lower, and then we exhale as we lift. Really think about keeping those shoulders on the ground. You're doing great, guys. We've got 2 more. Last one. Bringing our legs back to center. Let's separate those knees so they're directly above our hips, shins parallel to the sky, and lift the arms up to the sky. We're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg out straight, and then we're going to bring it back to center. Extend and return. Breathe in and out. Good job, guys. When we're extending our opposite arm, opposite leg, make sure you're keeping your back completely imprinted to the ground. So back is completely flat to the ground. Ribs are tucked in. Good job. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to return. We've got 3. 2 more on each side. Last one. From here, keep that back completely flat. We're going to extend those legs out long. Lower your legs down halfway, extend those legs halfway. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hug those knees in. We're going to roll onto our side now. And you're going to prop your hand up, prop your head up with your hand, or you can have your head relaxed down. It's completely up to you. You want to have your knees bent, and then you want your feet in line with your hips. From here, push that top hip away from your shoulders, so your hip bones are stacked one on top of each other. Hand can come in front for support. Keep those heels squeezed together. We're going to open that knee out in our clamshell, and then we're going to close it back down. Open up and close. So you can place your hand on your hip if you want to, helping press it forwards. Because we don't want no rocking backwards like this. We really want to isolate that glute muscle. And if you're rocking backwards, we're not going to achieve what we want to achieve, which is strengthen that glute min and that glute med, which are great for running. Great for hip stability, cycling, everything really. Make sure we're drawing that belly in. So focus on controlling that breathing. Exhale to open, inhale to close. And it doesn't have to be a big movement either. Just open your legs, lift your knee as high as you can without rocking backwards. So it doesn't have to be completely open. And we want to feel those hip muscles working. We're going to keep that knee open in 3, 2, last one, keep that knee open. And then what we're going to do is drive that knee down towards the bottom knee, and then we're going to internally rotate, lifting that foot up to the sky. And then we're going to open that knee back out, tap that toe together. We internal, external. Tap in, lift and open. Good job. For more of a challenge, you're going to tap in front of that knee, and then we're going to lift open. We tap in front of the knee towards the mat and lift. Good job, guys. Don't forget about those abs. Check in on your hip, making sure that we're stacking You've got 3, 2, last one. Holding that knee open. From here, I want you to extend your leg out straight. So take a look at your foot, make sure we've got one long line with the body. Then we're going to drive that knee in, lengthen that leg out straight, flex the foot, sweep back in line with your body. Point, bend, extend, flex, sweep back. Now check in with your heel. We want to make sure that your knee and your foot is hip height or higher. So we don't want it dragging down the bottom like this. We want to make sure we're keeping it lifted. And then check in with the top half of your body. We want to stay nice and still. Focus on all the movement coming from the hips. You've got this, guys. Breathe in, exhale, sweep back. Nice squeeze of the glute when our leg is in line with our body. Final one. Sweeping back, we hold here. Give me some tiny pulses up and up. You've got this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Lower all the way down. Let's roll onto our front. So from here, we want our elbows in line with our shoulders, relaxing the lower half of the body, hands in line with the elbows, and then we're going to rest our forehead down to the ground. Shoulders pressed down away from the ears in the sockets, and then we're going to lift our arms up in line with our body, and then we're going to lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. We lift, we extend out straight. Keep our head resting down, relaxing your body, relaxing your head. Drive those elbows down. We release. Try and relax the glute muscles. We want all the movement coming from the back. One more. Let's keep those arms out straight. And then we're going to sweep our hands back. Flip the palms up to the sky. Take your arms hovering over your back. Touch the fingertips together. We release. Sweep forwards. Palms back down to the ground. Lift up to the sky. Sweep back. Flip. Touch. So we want to make sure that we're keeping those arms lifted the whole time. As we touch our palms, we're not touching our back, we're keeping it lifted. We're going to do 2 more. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Last one. Sweep back, flip. Bring those arms forwards, don't let them drop. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Bring your hands by your ribs. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let's lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press those hip bones into the ground. Final one. Then from here, we're going to come back into our child's pose. Sweep those legs in front of us. I'm going to go over to the other side now. Lying down. We've got our clams on the other side. Again, hand is under the head or relaxing down, whatever suits you guys. Look at the knees, make sure they're bent forwards. Check in with your heels, make sure they're in line with the hips. And then press that top hip away from your shoulders so those hip bones are stacked one on top of each other. Hands in front for support. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, let's lift that knee. Breathe in and out. So you might notice that one side is stronger than the other. That's totally normal, and the whole point of doing these exercises is so that we can even out any imbalances, which will be great for your running, cycling, walking, longevity and form and everything. Breathe in, check in with the hips, make sure we're not rocking backwards. Good job, guys. And we want to be feeling it in the hips, in the glutes. Check in with those abs, making sure that they're still on, that we're not flaring those ribs, they're tucked in. Those heels are still squeezing together as we lift. You've got this. We've got 3 more. We keep that knee lifted in 2. Last one. Knee stays lifted. We're going to tap that knee in, lift that heel up, just like we did on the other side. Then tap that foot down, keep that knee lifted in the clams. We rotate in and out. We breathe in and we breathe out. Checking we're not rocking backwards. Now for more of that challenge, we're going to tap in front of that knee down towards the ground, and then we lift up. We tap down and lift. Good job, guys. Trying to internally and externally rotate as much as you can. We've got 3 more. 2. Last one, we keep that knee lifted, and then we extend that leg straight, making sure we've got one straight line with our body. And then from here, we bend that knee in, extend that leg out straight, flex that foot, we sweep back. Breathe in and out. Good job. Checking in with that foot, making sure you are keeping it hip height or higher. That way we can get the most out of this exercise and we can work those hips. You're doing brilliant, everyone. Three more. 2. Last one. Holding here, we've got those pulses, flexing that foot, checking in with your leg, making sure it's in line. Hips are stacked. We lift up and up. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower all the way down. Let's lie onto our back. And then from here, arms out straight. We're going to bend. We're going to keep that right leg bent, left leg extended long. And then we take our left hand, and then we're going to guide that knee over and across the body in our spinal twist. So our gaze can go over our extended arm, and then we're applying gentle pressure to that knee to guide it over towards the mat. And then think about active forces, pushing this shoulder down and pulling this hip over. So you want to be actively twisting. We're not just lying there, letting the leg hang. We're actively pushing and guiding that knee over. Taking some nice deep breaths. Good job. One more inhale. And then exhale. Back to center. We'll swap over to the other side. Bend that left knee up. Taking your hand, guiding it over and across the body. Taking your gaze over that extended arm. And then actively pressing this hip forwards, pulling that knee down, pressing your left shoulder towards the ground. And think about those forces twisting at the body. Breathing deeply. Inhale. And then exhale, back to center. We're going to stretch out those glute muscles now. So both knees are bent up, feet flat on the floor. Let's fold that right foot over that left thigh, pressing that knee out nice and wide. And then we're going to ab curl up, reach behind the back of the left hamstring. Relaxing your shoulders back down as best you can. If this is too much, you can stay lifted up, actively pressing that knee out, extending that leg out long. But if you can, try and relax your shoulders back down. Breathe in and out. One more breath. And then we're going to swap over to the other side. Placing that left foot down. Let's fold the other foot over. And you might find that one glute is a little bit tighter than the other. And that's okay. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on those imbalances, which is what we've been doing in this class. And then from here, we're going to ab curl up, reach behind the back of that hamstring. And then from here, you can stay here or try and relax those shoulders back down, extending that leg up. Let's take some nice deep breaths. Each time you exhale, try and relax those shoulders down a little bit more. Deepen into that stretch. One last breath. And then we're going to bring our foot down. And then from here, we're going to roll onto our front. And then we're going to press it into a plank position. Lift our hips into our down dog. Relax the head. Reaching up with those hips, sinking those heels. And then from here, let's come down onto our knees. And then we're going to come into our low lunge. So step that left foot forwards, tuck under that tailbone, relax that foot, and then we're going to press those hips forwards. So instead of coming forwards like this, I want you to really focus on the tuck under that tailbone, the pressing forwards, feeling a nice stretch up that hip flexor on the right side. And then from here, we're going to take that left hand behind our back, reach that right arm up to the sky, and then we're going to lean over, reaching that right arm over, keeping that chest proud. And then from here, we're going to sweep the hands forwards in that low lunge. And then we're going to come deeper. This time I want you to try and press those hips down. Shifting the hips back, flex that front foot. Scooch the heel forwards and that knee back. We want that back knee under the hip. Lift the chest, flex the foot, feeling a nice stretch down the back of our hamstring. Hands can come on the floor, onto the fingertips, depending on the flexibility of your hamstring. And then making sure that we're stacking those hips one on top of each other. We don't want to be over onto that supporting knee with a twist. We want to make sure that we have our hips in line. Breathing deeply. Then from here, we're going to switch over to the other side, come back into that kneeling position. And then tuck under that tailbone, tucking it under, squeezing the booty a little bit, pressing that hip forwards, feeling a nice stretch through the front. Then from here, we're going to take that right hand behind our back, lift that left arm up, reaching over to the side. Chest is proud. Then we're going to sweep our hands forwards, lower those hips down. Then from here, let's shift the hips back. Back knee is under the hip. This leg is straight, your right leg is straight. Flex that right foot, lifting the chest, folding forwards from the hips. And again, making sure that we're squaring those hips off. Breathe in and breathe out. Flexing your foot a little bit more. Then we're going to come back up. Let's come back into my kneeling position. And then we're going to come sitting down on our mat, soles of the feet together, lifting up onto those sit bones, interlacing the hands, taking them behind the foot. And then from here, lifting the chest, pressing those knees down towards the ground. Breathe in, and then exhale, pressing down a little bit more. Relaxing the knees. Let's shift the hips back a little bit more. Sitting up. And I'm going to press those knees down. Breathe in and then breathe out. Taking a little rock from side to side. And then we're going to take those legs out in front of us. Sweep the hands up to the sky, flex the feet, inhale, exhale, we're going to fold forwards, lifting those heels, pulling them back. Inhale, let's round the spine, lower down. Inhale, let's sweep back up. Exhale, we fold. And if you can, let's lift those heels, lift the chest. Take a gentle rock from side to side. And then guys, we're going to come into a cross-leg position on our mat. And that is you all done for today. Thank you so much for joining me today for your Pilates workout. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate all of you guys at home practicing with me, and I will see you in our next workout together.